In the U.S., the average person drinks 44.7 gallons of milk every year. That's enough to fill a bathtub. Have you ever wondered where the milk that you have in your refrigerator gets there? You probably go to the grocery store to purchase your milk, but what happens before the milk gets to your shopping cart? The milk that is in your shopping cart actually came from a cow and goes through a long process before it ever touches your bowl of cereal. People have been milking cows and drinking milk for many years. In fact, cows are not originally from North America. Cows came from Europe in the 1500s, and by 1800, there were about 1 million cows in North America. Holstein cows, the black and white cows, are used as dairy cows. These cows are where milk, cheese, butter, and other dairy products come from.
We went to Mount Crawford Creamery to take a closer look at where our milk comes from. This farm is located in Mount Crawford, Virginia, and is an example of one of the many places in our world that produces the milk that ends up in your refrigerator. Unlike many farms that you may think of, this farm has 77 Holstein cows that produce the milk that you and I drink and cook with. All of the farmers here work to make sure that their cows are healthy, milked twice a day, and provided with the right food to help them continue to produce their delicious milk that is sold to local businesses.
We spoke to Kenny Will, a farmer at Mount Crawford Creamery. Kenny and his family have grown up and worked on this farm since 1924 and explained a little bit about the dairy cows at Mount Crawford and what the cows eat.
In the wintertime, they'll get corn ensilage and whole plant corn silage and alfalfa hay. And then in the summertime, they'll get grass out on the hill and then we'll supplement that with some alfalfa hay and some corn ensilage. But they're outside every day. The gate's open. They can come and go. They have to come in and get water because the cows are fenced out of the river. And we never did put any watering troughs around on the hills, rough and far to go and to run lines, and they got to come back in the barn to get water anyway, so they just come in to.
Cows need to eat to get energy just like you and I. This energy helps them produce milk. The cows at Mount Crawford Creamery are milked twice a day, at 3 a.m. and 3 p.m. They are not hand-milked, instead they are hooked up to a machine. This machine is called the milking machine. The parts hooked up to the cow's udders is called the teat cups. The milk is pumped through the teat cups into what is called a milk hose. From there, the milk goes into a vacuum tube. When there is no milk left, the machine automatically detaches itself from the cow's udders. When the cows have been milked, they leave in a single file line and the next group of cows comes in to be milked. Each cow provides about 8 gallons of milk daily, which adds up to be about 616 gallons of milk each day.
In order to make sure that the milk is safe to drink, it must go through this process called pasteurization. Pasteurization is an important part of the milking process that gets rid of any germs in the milk after it comes from the cow so that it is not harmful to us when we drink it. A lot of the milk that we buy at the grocery stores puts their milk through a process called homogenization. This is not something that Mount Crawford's farmers do, but it is a process that breaks down the fat in the milk and prevents the cream from separating and rising to the top. The fat is later added back into the milk in different percentages, 1%, 2%, whole milk, or skim milk. Kenny explained to us why Mount Crawford chooses not to homogenize their milk.
But anyway, the main reason we didn't want to fool with that is let the cream come to the top of the milk like it's supposed to, natural. Okay. And then people see that. It took a long time. It'd been so long since people had seen cream line milk. It took a long time to educate people that that's cream. And the milk has a better taste too.
There are many differences between milk you buy from a local dairy farm, such as Mount Crawford, and the milk that you buy from stores like Walmart. The way the milk is processed plays a big part of this. Many local businesses choose to buy their milk from local farmers because it is fresher and supports other local businesses. An example of this is the Friendly City Food Co-op located in Harrisonburg, Virginia. Steve Cook, one of the owners of Friendly City Food Co-op, told us that their store chooses to purchase and sell milk from Mount Crawford to connect local community members to locally produced products and because of the milk's freshness.
Milk is used in coffee, ice cream, and even in cheeses. You may be wondering what makes Mount Crawford's milk so unique. Their Milk is special because it is made from cows that are living around us, run by people who live in the community with us, and is sold to people who live nearby. Give local dairy products a try and see how you think it compares to the milk that you've bought before.